50 seconds.
A surreal kind of thinking keeps on drifting in on me. My twisted body is lifeless, not so that twisted mind.
40 seconds.
Peace through power, the motto. Powerful peace to crime. Abolish government and something to me, forget about God. He's not innocent.
30 seconds.
A perfect world, perfect people who are poor and old. America, land of the free, free to the power of the people in uniform. America.
20.
Land of the free, free to the power of the people in uniform.
Yeah, whatever.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
LoveLine is meant for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
LoveLine, coast to coast.
Yeah.
Safe in here tonight?
Yeah, as far as you know.
Yeah, it's quite a different ambience in here. The bouquet isn't quite the same, although I've noticed the wizard standing at the end of the table here.
I moved it out of your reach.
Okay.
Phone number, 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number, 310-854-4455. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew is a board-certified physician and addiction medicine specialist. This is LoveLine, everybody. It was Dr. Drew's birthday last night. And
quite a celebration.
I made him a homemade gift. I didn't go into a store and buy it.
Home brewed.
Didn't buy something off the shelf. I whipped it up right here in the studio.
Whipped it up as the...
I had one of the biggest gas nights of my life last night.
Tell me you didn't call Jimmy as soon as you got home.
I did. No, I did talk to Jimmy about it, though. And we both laughed like hyenas. And the thing that really makes us laugh is when somebody really protests too much.
Yeah.
Like Engineer Anderson can't stand it when I break wind, and he's disgusted by it. And he came in here at a certain point and looked at me very seriously and said, you know, when you break wind, people in the room inhale particles of your fecal matter. And he was dead serious about it. And what do you think my reaction was to that?
Laughed hyena.
Well, I was already laughing, so now I'm holding my side and falling down onto the floor. That, to me, the smell's great, but the part about inhaling the fecal particles, that's just a bonus for me. I mean, that's the Jimmy's on top of the sundae for me.
Let me straighten.
You are the worst human being I have ever met.
Let me straighten out that notion. It's actually gas produced by the bacteria in your colon, the methane.
Yes.
And although last night clearly wasn't methane, it was some other gas being produced. But,
it was serious.
Yeah, it was more like some sort of putrefaction. And
putrefaction.
Yeah.
I got to write that one down.
Yeah, Jimmy will like that.
Yeah, putrefaction. Now, what is that?
It's a certain kind of non-oxygen using bacteria when they actually destroy tissue, and it's like rotting.
So
rotting is putrefying.
I may have farted out 8 foot of lower intestine.
Colon might have actually sloughed off. Yeah, I think so.
Putrefaction. Yeah. All right.
And here's there's two ironies in my story on this. One is,
but you don't inhale particles.
No, you don't. No, sorry.
Sorry, Anderson. Why are you ruining it for me, Drew?
Sorry. I didn't want any false information going out here. First of all, Ann believed I somehow enjoyed it last night because I wouldn't come in and broadcast from the other room.
Right.
If I had sat in another room, you would have busted my chops for 2 straight hours. It would have been
well,
impossible.
That's true. But to be fair to Ann, you do have a sort of love-hate relationship with my a-hole.
Well, that's the other side. And this will maybe elevate your esteem of my wife in your own eyes. I went home and couldn't wait to tell her the story. She laughed like a hyena. Half an hour.
Oh, really?
Hysterics.
When you told her about the gas. Oh,
so,
well.
Okay.
She's scoring points.
All right. Okay.
She's up to 3 now. No, I have newfound love and respect for Susan. Natalie?
Yeah.
You're 23?
Yes.
What is up?
Okay, this is kind of embarrassing. Just to tell you guys, we love you guys in Canada.
Oh, yeah. Where are you calling from in Canada?
In Windsor.
Oh, yeah. That's my hometown.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Cool.
What's up?
All right. My nipples are leaking.
Right.
That's breast milk.
What's coming out of them?
No, I'm not pregnant.
Yeah, but there's other things that can cause that. You want any medication?
Yes, I am.
That's the most common reason for that.
What are you on?
I'm on Paxil.
There you go.
That's it?
That's
Yeah,
it.
that's it.
All right,
That's
so
what's
Birth
called.
control.
That's a good combo to cause this.
should you not worry about it?
No, you should talk to your doctor about it because sometimes, here's the thing, sometimes you can have an underlying endocrine problem, such as a prolactin tumor of the pituitary gland or some thyroid problem that is sort of brought out by these medications.
So it could surface.
Surface.
Hey,
exactly.
Natalie,
Yes.
what is coming out of there? Is it clear or is it
It's
white?
a clearish white. Like I was breastfeeding 2 years ago. I have a 2.5-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
And about 2 years ago,
About.
I was breastfeeding,
Right.
and it kind of looks like the milk, but not as dark.
But that's what it is.
Would it need to
it's
be
milk.
stimulated or just drip out of there?
Yeah,
Like
it's
a
gotta
like a
be
maple tree.
stimulated, Yeah.
Oh, it does. So
And
it's
once in a while, it'll just kind
Do
of.
you find, given that you're the breast meister,
yeah.
do you find that as arousing?
No.
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 That soils the.
I don't. Here's the deal. There's a handful of guys that are into the Milk Queens. I mean, there's magazines dedicated to it and all that kind of stuff. I don't like it. First off, they're not udders, they're breasts. And number two, I don't like to think of them as performing a function other than for me to masturbate to.
More importantly, I think the whole notion of a female being a biological organism is terribly disturbing to you.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Having any real existence of their own or
Mhm.
being a biological makeup.
Right.
Incensed.
Fembots.
Yeah.
That's what I like. And
you know what?
putrefaction, which is my new word.
You know
Yeah.
what's amazing? It's sort of a long story, but you know how people resist taking antidepressant medication?
Yes.
Prozac, which is one of the more powerful and really effective antidepressants out there, is the one thing that people will come in and say, I'm terribly depressed, you got to give me some medication, but I won't take that Prozac stuff.
Right.
They'll take things that have, like one molecule, one atom different than Prozac, just because
Right.
the names are.
It's been stigmatized a
Well,
little bit.
now they've come out with a new preparation of Prozac for premenstrual tension syndrome, the premenstrual depressive disorders, called like Happy Fem.
Right.
Same medicine.
And they're all over
It's
that one.
fluoxetine. Yeah, that one I'll take.
JJ?
Hey, Adam Kohler.
Hey, what's up there? You're 19.
man.
Oh, thank you.
I called here before, about a year ago, on Engineer Mike's last day,
Uh-huh.
and Sherry was one that picked up calls.
Sherry.
Yeah.
She sounded much sexier on the phone than Danielle.
Well, Danielle's not here, so I'll say yeah. Oh, Ann picked up the phone.
That was producer Ann.
No, Ann's
Oh.
super hot.
Whatever.
All right, so go ahead.
Who do you think is better, Engineer Mike or Engineer Anderson?
I love them both.
Whatever.
I think Engineer Anderson gets too much into it, more than Engineer Mike.
Well, Mike was distracted with the Lycus show.
I was gonna say Mike had a.
He had a few irons in the fire, whereas with Anderson, this is all he has. He's clinging to it
it's just-
desperately.
no, it's more
like a
like
life preserver for
no.
him. Is that what you're saying?
Such a prick.
All right. Hey, JJ,
Yeah.
we're going to let you go because your phone line's bad.
All right, Dan.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Well,
Wow.
there you go. High praise. David,
Yo.
you're 24. What's up?
Yeah. Oh, this is my second time calling. First time I called to get a diagnosis on what turned out to be herpes.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Were we accurate on that, or we miss?
yeah, it was herpes type 2.
Yeah, so we figured that. Well, you can't tell if it's 1 or 2. It's just on your genitalia, right?
Well, I went and had the test done.
What's the difference between 1 and 2?
No difference. Well, 2 tends to be a little more virulent, a little more active, associated sometimes with meningitis.
So 2's a little worse.
But they both occur in both places. Both
So
on the mouth.
why bother defining them that way?
We don't need to.
Okay.
I've always what they told me at the department when I had the test done was that herpes 1 was usually like a cold sore. It's a same type of virus that is usually occurs orally to orally, and that
Both 1 and 2 both occurs on your genitalia.
Okay.
You can't tell whether you have 1 or 2.
Oh, so
Not
even if they
not
did a
unless you.
culture on it, they
If
could-
you do a culture, they can't.
Okay, that's what they were telling me.
Yeah.
That's how they found out.
Okay.
Okay, you threw me off for a second there. Well, my question really was that. Well, I'm wanting to one day be a family guy, settle down, and well, this one obviously didn't turn out to be the right one, but I wanted to know what effect, if any, would the herpes virus have on conception of a child?
Not any significant effect on conception, fertility.
Okay, but can it be transmitted to the baby? Or?
Well, you put a condom on before you F the baby. I mean, is that what you're talking about?
It can, although much less so than we had previously thought.
For a man? or to his wife.
He's going to pass it to the
so
wife.
he's assuming he's going to give it to his wife.
Yeah.
And then she's going to have to deal with that.
I got one yet, but I'm working on it.
And they used to the Vietnamese hooker that you got the herpes from didn't work out.
Oh no. She turns out she was going out and servicing a whole air base.
Is that true, or you just make that assumption now?
Oh no, she broke up with me last night over the phone. We were talking still a little bit, and she broke up with me over the phone last night. Said that she was going out to an air base and to a big party out there, and.
Well, she's a real patriot. She's doing what she can for the country.
Yeah, support the troops. And
Yeah,
all that.
it's important for morale to be high for these folks. All right, so David, I'm glad you got a sense of humor about the herpes and the breakup and everything.
Oh, that's all you can do,
Yeah, good. I like your style.
Thank you.
And you'll find yourself a dream woman. You'll have a big brood and then get divorced. But the kids will be fine. They won't get the herpes. In the past, what? If a woman had herpes, they'd do a C-section,
yeah, and
right?
they still do tend in that direction.
Even if she didn't have a breakout?
No, they can deliver if they don't no breakout. They didn't think they used to be able to do that. Now they can do that.
I see. All right. Richard.
Yeah.
You're 24. What's up?
How you doing?
Good.
I love the Man Show,
Why, thank you.
and I'm a member of DrDrew.com.
Fantastic.
And my question is, I am dating a significantly older woman than I am. I'm 24, and she's 37.
Yeah.
And I'm getting a lot of, my friends are really bothering me about it. I mean, their opinion kind of matters to me.
What is their issue?
Well, their issue is that they think I love her like my mom instead of like my girlfriend, which is not the fact. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm much in love with my girlfriend.
Yeah, well, let me ask you, is she taking care of you at all?
Well, yeah, I mean, well, not like my mom would. I mean,
No, but are you driving her car?
oh, no.
Sleeping at her house?
Yes, no, I do that. I sleep at her house sometimes.
Right, now, what road are you going down here? That's part of the appeal of an older woman?
No, here's the, yes, but here's the road I'm going down. If Richard had himself, he's 24, if he had himself a 37-year-old girlfriend, she was sleeping over at his place. He was making more money than she was, maybe.
Yeah.
When they went out to dinner, he was pulling the credit card out.
Yeah.
They're driving around in his car.
No, I understand.
I don't think they'd be giving him any slack.
I see.
He's dating an older woman.
I see.
He's sleeping at her house.
I see. He's like
She
the
may be buying the groceries.
sugar mama.
And you know how guys, they look
Yeah.
for a crack, any kind of opening, any daylight coming through at all
Right.
for the ridicule.
Right.
Now, there's going to be a little ridicule anyway, just with the 13-year difference. But if he's stacked up at her house, you know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Especially, does she have any kids?
Yes, she does.
Yeah,
was
so
she-
that stirs the kettle a little bit
Was she
for them.
recently divorced?
Was she recently divorced?
Yeah.
Yeah, she got divorced about a year ago.
You see, that's what they're picking up on is something that women do around that age is where they look for a younger guy just as a sort of preoccupation.
Yeah, but to be fair to Richard, he sounds like he's been driving a truck for 45 years.
Yeah.
Hey, Richard.
But I do now.
Now, who makes more money, you or her?
I do.
You do. And when you go out, you drive and you pay for dinner?
Right. I pay for dinner. I pay for roses. I pay for everything.
Okay.
She don't
All right.
pay for none.
Hey, tell your friends to shut up.
Yeah.
They're just screwing around. They don't care.
All right. I
Listen.
just want to know whether it's normal, you know.
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, you're at both adults, and you can you know to make choices
No big
about
deal.
the issues involved here. It's not like you're 17 and she's 29.
Yeah.
Although that might have been when it started.
Yeah.
But be that as it may, look, you're making your choices. You're both adults. Whatever.
And listen, guys do this to guys constantly and nonstop. They don't even
Any-
mean it. They
any
don't even know they're
opportunity.
doing it.
Any
oh,
opportunity.
absolutely. Jamie,
Yeah.
you're 16. What's going on?
Okay, well, I've been dating this one guy, and I recently cheated on him this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy that I cheated with him on, I've liked since like freshman year, except for I don't know if I should go for him because he's gonna have this baby with this other girl in like a month.
Jesus Christ.
Classy.
Yeah.
What's not to love about him?
Boy, you got some white trash in you, right?
No. He's actually a really nice guy. I know that sounds dumb, but he is.
Well, how old is he?
He's 19.
He's 19.
Mhm.
So he's out of high school, I hope?
Yeah, he just graduated last year.
Okay. And your boyfriend, how old is he?
He's my age. He's 16.
16. Huh, poor son of a bitch. And this guy is going to have a baby. The guy you cheated with, the guy you like, he's going to have a baby with some other girl. How old
Yeah.
is she? Is this his girlfriend?
They broke up. They used to be together, but they broke up.
How do you know they broke up?
Because he told me, and I've
While he was on,
I've heard
hold
from her
still,
brother.
and we broke up.
Yeah.
Okay, so they broke up, and how far along is she?
Well, she's gonna have her baby. I think the 1st of October.
You don't know if they're broken up.
So
or
she's
not.
she's 8 months or whatever.
Mhm.
All right, let's see.
If she's not white
Did we
trash-
figure out how old she was?
This
yeah,
girl?
she's 18.
She's 18.
Mhm.
All right. Let's see. Did you guys use protection when you had sex?
Oh no. We haven't done that yet.
What'd you do?
We've done like a lot of other stuff, like pretty much everything else, but not that.
Little oral sex?
Yeah.
Yeah. And where was your boyfriend during this?
He was at home.
Oh
I
my,
see.
that laugh.
Hold on a second.
Diabolical.
I've said it before. I'd rather they've gotten it on than oral sex.
Yeah.
If someone's going to cheat on me,
Yeah.
attention, everyone out there who plans on cheating on me in the future, don't just give the guy BJ. Go for it. Because I'd rather hear that it was, that you were, sort of amazingly compelled sexually to this person or biblically, or this was going to be your future husband or whatever it was, rather than you giving him a BJ. To me, it's just like, hey, screw you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, maybe that's not the way she felt it, but Anderson, wouldn't you rather your girlfriend just have sex if she was going to cheat than hear about giving a guy a BJ?
The whole.
I know what you're saying, but no.
Yeah, the whole thing's
No?
so over the top.
Well, listen, it's all bad.
Yeah.
It's all bad.
Well, I wouldn't want him like pinting over her and thinking of her sexually even more so and just needing that extra hurdle. So, you know what I mean?
All right, so you'd go just BJ.
Yeah.
But what if here's wouldn't you rather her have just had sex with a guy and say, "Listen, I'm in love with the guy. I've loved him for 2 years. I'm sorry. I had sex with him."
As opposed to, I just want to make him happy.
I had too many wine coolers, and when I was in, the van
because
broke down.
I mean, if you really like her, you don't want her to seem cheap.
Right. All right, let's see. Let's get back to Jamie. Jamie?
Yeah.
Well, Jamie, you got to break up with your boyfriend first and foremost.
Well, I know I didn't give the other guy a blowjob. He was the one who helped me out.
He
Jamie?
went down on you?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's just
chivalry.
That's just helping a guy out. Yeah.
Jamie,
nothing wrong with that.
You got to break up with your boyfriend.
I got to break up with him.
You've got to break up.
You're not into him.
Well, no, I know that. I was gonna do that, but I don't know if I should go for this other guy.
Don't worry about that yet. Break up with your boyfriend. This other guy's a world-class idiot. I guarantee you'll see that. He is a world-class
and
dick.
wait till he gets you pregnant.
Yeah.
He probably had sperm in his mouth when he went down on you and tried to put it in you.
Yeah.
I've done that before. Big mouthful. Try to I call it I call it a Dutch transfer. It's something. It's known in gay circles. The Dutch transfer. You get a mouthful of some strange guy's semen, and then you
spray it in.
Offer to go down on a woman. It's how the gay guys knock up the straight chicks.
Ah.
Because they don't want to touch them, with the cootie factor and everything.
Right.
All right, Jamie. I'm telling you, this guy's going to get you pregnant. So, A, break up with your boyfriend, and then B, wear a condom or have this guy wear a condom, get on birth control, whatever it is.
See how you feel about this guy once you're actually broken up with your boyfriend.
Tiana?
He's an idiot.
Hello?
Tiana, you're 19. What's up?
Okay. I am, totally obsessed with my boyfriend, looking at other people. It's, to the point where I'm under depression. It's, really bad.
Well, what has he done? Has he ever done anything?
He's never done anything. That's the thing.
Have you ever lost someone that you were very attached to?
Oh, I've been cheated on with every boyfriend.
Oh, all right.
What made you pick such a-holes in the past?
Excuse me?
What's made you pick such idiots in the past?
God, I don't know.
Did your dad cheat
really stupid.
Did your dad cheat on your mom?
Yeah.
Magic.
Shocking.
And here's the deal, Tiana. You are more flipped out about this guy not cheating than anything else.
Exactly. It's really bad.
Do you understand that you can't tolerate the fact that he isn't a cheater? You're going to make him cheat because that's what you need from men.
Yeah.
That's what Dad did. You picked only cheaters before, and finally you picked a good one, and you're going to screw this up.
Well, how do you know she didn't pick another cheater?
Excuse me?
How long have you guys been together?
We've been living together since last year in March.
And he's never cheated?
No, he's
No, that's
not.
why she's so
Actually,
freaked out.
He's such a wonderful person.
Oh, he's a
she's-
good guy.
yeah,
Yeah,
she's
You
gotta
can't-
ruin
You
this.
can't handle it.
Yeah.
He's too good.
Yeah.
You got to
And
you
I
got to
wanna
break
be
this
with
thing
him.
up.
You got to ruin it, Tiana. You're on your way.
You're the chaos queen. You got to have chaos.
Well, you got to have the cheating male because that's what Dad did. You got to have that guy to fix him.
Yeah, but that's just another form of chaos.
Yeah.
How do I deal with this? I mean, it's gotten so far as I want to see a psychiatrist.
That's a reasonable impulse.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, you need a therapist. Not a psychiatrist wouldn't hurt because you are depressed.
She
right now,
doesn't know
too.
the difference.
Yeah.
You know the difference between a psychiatrist and a psychologist?
Not really.
All right, so you probably need a psychologist.
Okay.
A psychiatrist prescribes drugs.
You need somebody to talk to.
Okay.
And you need to restructure who you are in relation to men.
That's what I tell him. I mean, it's like I just want to leave sometimes.
Of course you do, because you can't handle
so
how
intense.
Yeah, he's too good a guy. You feel too close. You got to screw it up.
Well, look on the bright side. Maybe he'll get drunk and beat you.
Oh, no.
Or screw around with somebody.
Yeah.
No, you got it before. This may be your one chance at something good. You got to go after it. Really?
It is. I don't know why this just popped into my head, but I was driving home. I think it was like 2 weeks ago from this show. It was a Sunday night, and I was listening to Dr. Laura on the radio, and a woman called in, and I just thought, wow, how many million miles away could you get from this show? I'm listening to Dr. Laura, and I love listening to talk radio, by the way, when I drive. Even shows I don't like, I enjoy listening to. I listen to, like, religious shows, and I'm an atheist. I'll listen to anything. It's bizarre, but anyway, I'm listening to Dr. Laura, and this woman calls in, and she's like, Fran, 46, and she says, I got a problem, Dr. Laura. I'm pretty upset, so bear with me. My husband was out of town on a business trip recently, and with some associates, with some partners, some people, other businessmen from out of town, and they went into a Hooters, with the short shorts and the sports tops, and they drank some beers, and now my husband was guilty about it. He's very guilty. He felt bad. He called from the airport the next morning when he came back in town, and I'm having a little difficulty dealing with this, and I'm trying to forgive him, and I'm thinking to myself, holy Christ, honey, your husband got dragged into a goddamn Hooters in Toronto with a couple of buddies and drank half a pitcher of Bud Light and then went back to the motel and whacked off, and was so guilty he confessed going to a Hooters. He's probably there about 7:45 in the evening, probably watching a hockey game on a big screen or something.
But first of all, he knows what a pain in the ass she is.
Oh, my God.
But secondly, just translate. What did he actually do? That's the part that I got to go
I don't know, and I'm not, it's like, why confess to the Hooters, by the way?
Because there's another layer.
Honey, I found a side of ranch in your suitcase, and I want to know where that came from. You smell of buffalo chicken wings. Oh, my God. And so Laura was like, okay, calm down. Let's get it together. And I'm like yelling at the radio. I'm yelling, honey, just shut up and give it Jesus Christ, get out of the house. And Laura's like, it's an offense, but it's not a 10, it's not cheating. Let's not get too carried away. And I'm just like screaming at the radio. Shut up. What are you talking about? The guy went to a Hooters. Oh my God. And you know what I always think is funny too? I'm picturing the husband. Picture the husband. Guy probably sells shower curtains or something, or vinyl siding, linoleum flooring or something like that. The guy wears the button-up short-sleeve shirt with the wide tie, still sporting the pork chop sideburns he had his first year of junior college in 1974. Probably 65 pounds overweight and going a little bald, but kind of reddish hair. He does a little comb over. And the thing that's funny is the woman, his wife, She thinks those there's nothing those coked up 23-year-old Hooters chicks
Won't go after.
would like more than to get their stinking little grubby paws onto their 235-pound, 47-year-old husband with the bad red hair comb over. You know what I mean? That's the other thing. That's the other delusional thing. I know you married him. You married him. And in women and men, please keep this in mind. You married him, but get outside of that for a minute and take a good look and realize if you weren't stupid enough to hook up with this person, you think some 23-year-old chick over there is trying to hook up with your fat husband who's selling carpet? You know what I mean?
Are you hot, Daddy?
He went to a Hooters. Can you imagine that as a problem on our show?
We'll be right back.
Why do you listen to that crap?
I can't help it because I go nuts, and that's what I like. We'll be back.
Oh yeah, everybody now.
LoveLine will be right back.
When you think about the fact that a woman can only get pregnant for about 24 hours each month, it's a miracle it happens at all. And now you don't have to wait as long to find out if you're pregnant or not. Based on product instructions, you can use the First Response Early Result Pregnancy Test 4 days earlier than any other at-home test.
Use as directed. See your doctor as recommended.
Knowing 4 days sooner is its own kind of miracle.
Find out first with First Response.
At Geico Direct, our mission is clear. Like a butcher sharpening up his meat cleaver, our job is to cut the fat. Not pork loins or prime ribs, mind you, but car insurance bills. You could save 15% or more with some of the leanest rates possible. And we throw in a few extras too, like complete 24-hour service. Call 1-800-947-AUTO, 1-800-947-AUTO. It's the filet mignon of car insurance at a hamburger price. Geico Direct, the sensible alternative.
Hi, I'm Serenity, and these are my friends, Missy and Stephanie.
You know, a lot of things happen to us every day that we have no control over.
But HIV and other sexually transmitted diseases aren't things that just happen to you. You do have a choice.
You can choose to use a condom, have safe sex, and take control of your life.
Asking for a condom isn't stupid. It's smart. It shows that you care about yourself and your partner.
You can do something about sexually transmitted diseases.
Use a condom.
Every partner.
Every time.
We do.
A message brought to you by Wicked Pictures and AIDS Project Los Angeles.
Oh, come on, have a drink.
No thanks.
Just one little drink.
I don't want to.
Chicken, everyone else is.
I said no.
What a nerd. One little drink won't kill you.
You've heard it all before. Be cool, join the crowd, have a drink even though you're not 21.
Let's go, she's no fun.
Make the right choice. Don't give in. Underage drinking is dumb and dangerous.
Look out!
A public service message from the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Somewhere in our community is a mother whose drug abuse once left her unable to care for her kids. There's a father, too, whose alcohol use drove his wife and children away. There's a boyfriend whose drug use frightened his girlfriend into giving him an ultimatum: get help or I'm gone. Help is available. It's in the form of treatment programs for drug abuse and alcohol problems, and the good news is that these programs are making a big difference in people's lives. With proper treatment, mothers and fathers, sweethearts and coworkers, friends and neighbors are overcoming drug and alcohol problems and reclaiming their lives. Isn't it great that treatment works? To find out about drug and alcohol treatment programs that can help, call 1-800-662-HELP. That's 1-800-662-HELP. There is help, and it works. A public service of this station and the Center for Substance Abuse Treatment.
Dad, I don't think our campfire's totally out.
Are you kidding me? I know when a campfire's out. Did you drown the fire with water and stir it with a stick? No, it's out. We don't have to... Who said that?
Frank, it's a talking moose with sunglasses.
And a bunch of singing and dancing forest animals.
We know we can count on you to do what Smokey says.
And when your folks desire to build a fire, clear brush and branches away, and keep water nearby like you oughta. Okay, I poured water on the fire. I stirred it with a stick. Everybody walked slowly toward the RV.
Dad, these are just Smokey's friends.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Frank, it's Smokey.
Nice hat, Smokey. Want the rest of my peanut butter sandwich?
Dad!
Visit Smokey at www.smokeybear.com. Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, the National Association of State Foresters, and the Ad Council.
The LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. He is Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Just having a little political discussion with Dr. Drew during the break here.
Well, sort of political/radio.
Yeah. There's not enough. Yeah, there's not enough of this in this world where people just yell at people.
Not yell, but are firm with. Let's call it that.
All right. I was listening to the radio again this morning and listening to all this hubbub about Bush calling some reporter an a-hole. Have you guys been hearing this story? Some guy's been writing crappy articles about the guy for the last 5 years, so he calls the guy an asshole.
Asshole.
And he doesn't know the mic is on, and now all the Democrats are freaking out. And listen, I'm not a Democrat and I'm not a Republican. I really don't care. They both make a few valid points, not too many. But here's the deal. I'm listening to the radio all day today, and it's all these Democrats calling for Bush's head. And let's be realistic. If this was a Democrat that called someone an a-hole, you wouldn't pick up the phone. Mm-hmm. And furthermore, it's nothing. And the hosts of these shows have to start yelling at these people. You call someone an a-hole who writes bad articles about you. What does that mean? It means nothing.
This guy an a-hole.
Maybe the guy's an a-hole.
Yeah.
I like a candidate who can call someone an a-hole.
Yeah.
And my only problem with any of the candidates when they make these kind of blunders and slip-ups, and they're bound to now because there's a microphone up everyone's tuchus and there's a camera on every corner. Hey, just cop to it and tell everyone to shut the F up.
Right.
I mean, my response to that would be, A, the guy's an a-hole. I stand behind it. B, like none of you jack-offs ever called anyone an a-hole. And C, what's the next question? He looks like more of an idiot when he apologizes.
Yep.
Is that what you want? You leave a microphone on, you call a guy an a-hole, he gets busted. How sincere you figure that apology is?
Right.
And this goes, to me, it goes back to Clinton with his didn't inhale.
Yeah.
The guy lost way more points for that answer.
This is the world that I hate your ass. I swear to God I do.
See, shouldn't have left the mic on. Joanna?
Hello?
You're, who's that, Daryl Hammond when he was in
yeah,
here? Yeah. I love that guy.
Yeah.
Very troubled soul.
He didn't tell us about his stay in solitary confinement.
Well, he told us last time. Joanna, you're 15. What's up?
Nothing.
All right.
I just have a problem with giving all my guy friends oral sex.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How many?
It's about 5 or 6.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Why?
Is that a shocking question for you?
Let's do a little LoveLine recreation.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
I have this problem with giving all my guy friends oral sex.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
What?
Why?
I don't know. And then we won't recreate this part, but a good 10 seconds of silence after that. Oop.
Oh.
Yeah.
All
right. Well, now that we got to the bottom of that, why do you think you're doing it?
Huh? I don't know. They just ask, and I'm like, okay.
Wow. Where were you when I was in high school?
I have no idea. But you're kind of hot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How about a little, huh?
When you were in high school, her mom was 15.
Oh, you scare me. Yeah, but she was pregnant with Joanna at the time. Hey, where's your dad?
Somewhere in Pico Rivera.
Somewhere in Pico Rivera?
Yeah.
You don't know where he is?
No, yeah, I do, but I don't talk to him. I hate him.
Yeah, you hate him.
Yeah.
Good. So you're doing a fine job of repaying all males with oral sex, by the way.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's wonderful. I love that. You know it's great, and I know, Drew, you have the answer to this, but the more women hate men, the more they put out. God bless them. Unless they go way over the top and just become lesbians.
It's about a power issue.
Right. You hate daddy, and now every penis is daddy's.
Well, what I hate about him
you're
is
in control now.
I couldn't be in control of that connection I had with him, and he disconnected and ruptured that, and now I hate him, and I hate other men, but I need to try to control that again.
Let's not freak around. Hey,
But
Joanna.
Joanna, is there manic depression in your family anywhere?
Is there what?
Manic depression?
Not that I know of, no.
Okay.
She sounds a little manic-y to me. That's why I was.
All right. Joanna?
Yeah.
You don't feel real good about yourself for this, though, right?
No.
All right. So why don't you just stop?
Okay.
And how often do you do it with these guys?
Oh, well, 'cause they spend the night.
They do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's your mom?
In her room.
When they spend the night, where is she?
In her room.
And she leaves you out there with these guys?
Yeah, she lets him sleep in my room.
She doesn't care?
No.
How old is she?
43.
43. You have any older brothers or sisters?
I have an older sister.
How old is she? 41?
No, she's 23.
23.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's a little more like it.
Mhm.
How many kids she have? 17?
Who, my sister?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. She's like still a virgin.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, good. She went the other way. Lesbian. Good times. Hey, Joanna.
Yeah.
Listen, you don't feel good about this, right?
No.
All right. You're gonna get some kind of disease. The guys, they're not showing you respect. Just knock it off.
Okay.
Can't you get on the volleyball team or something and feel good about yourself?
Sure, I guess.
Hey, I had a interesting thought. Women's sports are bigger than ever.
Yeah.
I mean, they're crazy big.
Yeah.
Crazy big
Right.
now. I mean,
Yeah.
in the last year, right? I mean,
Soccer.
they've always been around, but I mean, how many commercials, how many sports? Okay, here's a good question. Sports commercials, whether it was Gatorade or Nike or whatever the hell it was, up until about a year or two ago, were exclusively male domain.
Except for there's tennis always and stuff.
Once in a blue moon, you'd see Martina Navratilova pitching for Buick or something
Right.
like that. But I mean,
Predominantly
98% male, right?
Right.
Now, turn on the TV and watch these Nike or Reebok or Gatorade commercials. They got a lot of chicks running around in there.
They've expanded their market.
Here's my point. Chicks, you screwed up chicks with no dads, you now have something to do. No excuse for all this oral sex at 15.
So you can
Go do something.
You can start
Yes.
giving the advice that you've given to all the young males that don't have dads to the young females.
Right.
Just
go out and play sports.
Go play football.
Go do something.
Go to your friend's house.
Yeah, seriously.
Yep.
Go right ahead. You women can go do it now.
Why?
I'm dead serious about this. Go sign up for whatever Reebok or Nike's telling you to do. Oh, and make sure and complain when you turn pro about not getting paid as much as the males. That's the Nike angle. Chicken assers. I swear I got to say this. It drives me insane. I know I brought it up, but it drives me insane, all those Nike commercials with the chicks talking about why they don't get paid as much as men when they sweat as much, when they work as hard. Come on, Nike, where's your endorsements? How much you paying them? I'd love to get the answer to that. You lying bastards. You hypocrites. How dare you? How much you paying those bitches in the WNBA, Nike? Huh? Show me that shoe contract. You got one over 35 grand? Show it to me. And if not, shut the F up. Drive me insane. Making commercials with chicks bitching about not getting paid anything. Nike, pony it up. They're not getting paid enough? You pay them. Go right ahead. Give the chick in the WNBA, give her a $5 million shoe contract just like you gave Michael Jordan. Give it to her. She's not getting paid enough? Rectify it. Or shut up. Idiots.
Commercial.
Come on, I want to know. Guarantee they're not paying those chicks squat. You pay them. Ooh, let's listen in.
I'm not going to tolerate this disobedience. I ought to make you hang up.
Hello?
John?
Yeah.
Now you can't tell us what your question is, can you?
Now I can.
Okay.
Your mom's not going to tolerate this disobedience?
It's because I'm on the phone now.
Oh, that's
Adam,
good.
do you have any pot or acid on you or anything?
Where are you calling? Where are you calling from?
Feeling a need for.
I'm in Phoenix, Arizona.
Wow.
Yeah.
What is it? An hour difference there?
Yeah.
It's
That's
like
not that.
10:30 right now.
Yeah.
Wait
Oh,
a minute.
same. Tucson's an hour later.
Oh,
Tucson,
okay.
yeah.
Listen, it's not late. You're 16.
I know.
You tell your mom to lighten up.
I don't think I'm going to tell her that. She'll hit me.
Really?
She hits you?
Yeah, a lot.
You're 16?
Yeah.
What's her nationality?
I think she's Russian.
Yeah.
But you can't really tell.
Okay.
Yeah,
What?
like, I'm sorry I missed your birthday, Drew.
Oh.
Like, I tried calling yesterday, but I couldn't get through.
Well, thanks,
All right,
John.
buddy.
Thanks for the
And I know it
thought.
probably doesn't really matter, you know, because random callers and stuff. But
No, I appreciate your thought.
yeah, about the acid.
Yeah.
I heard it can like permanently change you, like, emotionally and stuff.
Oh,
your
yeah.
personality.
Yes, it can.
Well, how much does it take?
Hard to know. In my experience, it's usually people that either have one very big exposure. Uh-oh. Oh, that's changing my personality just listening to that yelling.
Hey, John.
Yeah?
Tell your mom she's going to turn you gay if she keeps beating on you this way. It's true. It happens all the time.
You know, it's not legal for her to do this to you.
What?
You can defend yourself.
Oh, it's 16.
That's the point.
You should be able to handle yourself.
That's the point.
Well, I mean, with a good counterpunch to the solar plexus.
Yeah.
Hey, John.
Yeah?
Where's your dad? Hiding?
Mesa.
He's where?
He's like, it's a town a few miles away. It's like 30-minute drive.
Oh yeah, he's no dummy.
I haven't seen him in like 4 years.
Why?
30 miles doesn't sound far enough.
Is he an alcoholic?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And
what's your mom do? She have a little nip once in a while?
No, actually, like, she smoked pot, but she quit like 3 years ago.
You got to get her back on the weed, brother.
It was worse then.
Yeah, the irritability.
Oh really?
Stuff,
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I'd be baking it right into her food. I really
Well,
would.
John,
Oh,
but
John.
again, usually it's at more than 10. In my experience, at least 10 exposures that people start to get the personality changes and the permanent mood problems.
Oh,
So I probably shouldn't have a problem?
Well,
Hey,
how many times have you
blah.
used it?
Twice.
You should be
Yeah.
okay at this
Hey,
point.
John.
It was the same day.
Twice. Okay. Hey, John.
Yeah?
All right, you're going to be fine.
All right.
But listen to me, brother. You sound like a pretty decent kid. I like when I call guys brother. It makes me sound like a pro wrestler. Listen, brother. You need to not do any more acid, work on your grades a little, and get the hell out of Arizona. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A little Al-Anon might help you out a little bit, too, if you
I
want
have
to do
like my grades are fine. I have like A's and B's.
Yeah, I
Wow.
can tell you're an intelligent guy. Go off. You'll go to like Cal, Berkeley, or something. Go away to college. You understand?
Yeah.
It'll be a whole new life. You get away from that battle axe who's stomping around the house like a pit bull.
I'm afraid to leave the house though. She like threatens like she'll kill herself and stuff.
Oh, man, you got to go to some Al-Anon. You got to get some help, John. You're not responsible for your parents' emotional lives.
What does she do?
That's what I tell her.
What does she do for a living?
She used to be a cook, but then she quit that and was a painter with my uncle. Then she was a nanny for a year. Now she's working for Schwann's, like delivery.
Schwann's?
Schwann's.
Oh, I know. That huge national food chain?
Yeah.
Schwann's. Yeah, there's one on every corner. I swung by the Schwann's, picked up a loaf of bread and a quart of milk on the way in. Anne's nodding over there. She said
Hi.
she picked up some formula over at Schwann's.
And diapers.
And diapers. Hey, John?
Yeah.
What the hell's Schwann's?
It's they deliver like frozen food. It's a big truck thing.
Oh,
She drives a truck?
Yeah.
She paints?
Huh?
What's she working, oil or acrylic? She paints houses, right?
I don't think so.
Okay. John?
Yeah.
Get involved with sports, get involved with school, get involved with every activity that doesn't involve being in the house.
Think about Al-Anon.
And stay out of your mom's crosshairs, okay?
Alateen.
And then go far off to college. Okay?
We agree on that one.
Yeah, go to college and go to Nova Scotia State.
You know,
do they have?
It doesn't matter where he goes. He's in the Southwest. If he goes anywhere, he goes to Nevada, UNLV, or goes to anywhere. Oklahoma. Just
I'm
head somewhere.
picturing this. Oh, that poor son of a
Arkansas.
bitch. Living in that dump, Arizona. It's 175 degrees. You got like a Gila monster in your living room during the summer. You got that mom, like I'm picturing her like a troll. You know what I mean? Like walking like wider than she is tall, like walking around, hair growing out everywhere.
Remember in Pee-wee, the one that
I'm
Pee-wee.
picturing her with like her teeth, her lower set of teeth sticking out above her upper lip. You know what I'm talking about?
Remember Marge, the truck driver in Pee-wee's Big Top?
Yeah, that's what I'm picturing.
Me too.
All right, buddy. We'll be back.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. 1-800-LOVE-191. We'll be right back.
How was school today, Rebecca?
We learned what the Earth was like a long time ago, way back in the 1990s.
Oh.
Grandpa, did you ever taste water?
Oh, my, no. By the time I was a boy, water, if you could find it, was pretty much unfit to drink. But I hear tell long ago, children used to make lemonade with actual tap water and drink it on hot sunny days.
Really?
Yeah, and sometimes they'd fill balloons with water and toss them at each other and laugh, or run through the sprinkler singing and carrying on. And then after a day of playing, their folks would put them in the tub, fill it with water and bubbles, and scrub them till they were squeaky clean.
Wow. Why didn't people try to save the water?
Well, I guess they didn't think one person could make a difference.
Thousands of Americans make a difference every day. For example, over 900 million tons of untreated sewage is no longer discharged into our nation's waters. A message from ECHO, the Earth Communications Office.
Okay, class, this part of the museum is known as the Hall of Trees.
What's a tree?
Large plants that once covered much of the Earth. This is a full-scale model of a maple tree.
What are those green things?
Those were called leaves. They took in sunlight, nourished the tree, expelled oxygen, creating air for people to breathe.
People didn't breathe out of air tanks?
No, then air was everywhere. The sky was blue, even the ocean was blue,
The ocean was blue?
and filled with fish.
What's a fish?
When you protect the Earth, you protect your health and that of your children. We're making progress. There has been a significant improvement. 20 years ago, air pollution in Los Angeles exceeded health standards on 4 out of every 5 days. But we still have a long way to go.
Here's the Hall of Weather. Press that button and you'll hear a rainfall.
Why'd they need rain?
Without rain, a flower couldn't grow.
What's a flower?
One person can make a difference. A message from ECHO, the Earth Communications Office.
Personally, I'm so sick of hearing about the environment.
I know. What's everyone so worried about?
51 million Americans live in areas where the air is officially classified as unhealthy to breathe.
It's a big world, and it's been here a long time.
Yeah, we're talking years and years and years.
The Center for Disease Control says that 94,000 people get sick every year from contaminated water. 900 of those people die.
It's all in their heads.
It's media hype.
The average American dumps at least 20 pounds of household toxins down the drain every year, most of which ends up in the drinking water supply.
Personally, I drink tap water. I mean, it's not like we're in Bangladesh.
Personally, I feel fine. I mean, I ask you, seriously, who's really getting hurt here?
5.8 million children died last year as a result of unsafe drinking water.
Not me or my kids, right, Billy? Billy? Where are you?
Can one person make a difference? Today, 66% of our rivers and lakes are safe for fishing and swimming, a third more than in 1970. One person can make a difference. A message from ECHO, the Earth Communications Office.
And now, Vince and Larry, the crash test dummies, with a lullaby.
Crumple, crumple, little car. When you crash, it's au revoir.
If on dumb luck you rely, through the windshield they will fly.
Keep your children off the streets. Put your kids in safety seats.
Crumple, crumple, little car. Don't be dummies like we are. Gee, Vince, I'm kind of sleepy now.
Okay, Larry, just crash anywhere.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your kids' safety belts. A message from the Department of Transportation and the Ad Council.
Oh, come on, have a drink.
No thanks.
Just one little drink.
I don't want to.
Chicken, everyone else is.
I said no.
What a nerd. One little drink won't kill you.
You've heard it all before. Be cool. Join the crowd. Have a drink, even though you're not 21.
Let's go. She's no fun.
Make the right choice. Don't give in. Underage drinking is dumb and dangerous.
Look out!
A public service message from the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Yep, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. It's Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Well, buckle up, everybody, because Drew and I both have a head of steam tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Just glad to be able to take a deep breath in here and not gag.
I had some of the greatest gas
of all time
in my ass
in
career.
captivity. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking to Anderson about it before the show. As I've stated before, Anderson cannot stand gas, which makes it hysterical when I fart in front of him. But he was he had a few theories as to why I love the gas so much. He thought it was like, Corolla family sort of sideline or something. It was
you're a non-smeller though.
It's he thought maybe my dad was into it.
Yeah.
Maybe my dad did it around me.
No, it was you and your whack job friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember my dad breaking wind ever in front of me. Here's the deal. It's like a gene. I guess it's like having a musical ear or something.
It's a talent.
I like to think of it as that. No, there's okay. Why do some people who are not brought up in a musical family have a love of music, for instance, or a love of anything, dogs or gardening?
A hatred for their family?
Oh, you're thinking it's a yeah, but my family never said don't break wind. I mean, they never cared.
Some of it, though, is you could not love music unless you were reared in a culture where you're exposed to sufficient amounts to develop that appreciation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So things like brewing and throwing stool at each other, all those things were very important parts of your development. The culture in which you were sort of coming of age in terms of your appreciation of flatulence. You see?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I remember being in the 7th grade and breaking wind into a Sparklets bottle that my friend Chris Bohm had. One of those Sparklets bottles that was half full with nickels and pennies, save up and buy a new futon or something when he was 45.
You thought you were king then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Broke wind right into that Sparklets bottle, capped it off, and doing experiments, seeing if the smell was in there.
Is that when my sons turned 6, they became... Their primate origins began to expose themselves.
They started breaking a lot of wind.
And the whole notion of things coming out of their rear end became incredibly amusing. And like hyenas, jackals, laughing all the time. And I think some men never outgrow that.
No.
And all of us male have some piece of that left behind.
No, I thought it was funny.
But it's
never going to go away.
Constant source of embarrassment.
Before we get back to the phones, let me just say one more thing about gas. I conducted a sort of unintentional experiment.
Ad hoc survey?
Not last night, but yesterday during the day. I swear to God, what are you laughing already? I was standing on a ladder, all right? I'm always constantly trying to figure out what direction gas goes in, up or down. And here's a safety tip. And Anderson, you may want to listen to this because this could keep you out of harm's way next time someone breaks wind.
Goes down.
No.
Bad.
Okay, listen to me. I was standing, and you explain this. I was standing on an A-frame ladder, an 8-foot-high ladder, and I was probably standing up about 6 foot, and my ass was probably about 10 feet off the ground, okay? And I was putting siding on the side of my garage, and I broke a good one. I let a good one fly. And my buddy Ray was standing under the ladder, and his head was probably about up to where my calf is or knee, right?
He didn't get it?
And I said, "Oh, Ray, hang tight, because something's going to be coming down your way in just a minute." And he, because he's a loyal friend, he hung there, and he hung, and I said, "Nothing, because it's pretty bad up here." And he said, "No, nothing." So
lighter than air.
Yes, it rises. That was I've conducted an experiment like Newton. It was great. What else could it be? Because if it was bad where I was up on the ladder and he was standing directly beneath me, and my ass was facing him, he should have got it, right?
Yeah.
And he let me know. Sylvia?
Yes.
21.
And by the way, Sylvia, Ray was there when you were conducting those experiments when you guys were 7, too, of course.
Yeah, maybe about 9.
Yeah.
Sylvia?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ray's the guy, by the way, who returned my Rams beanie with a big dookie in it when he was in the 5th grade. Yeah. He borrowed my Rams beanie. It was a beanie. It was like the one the Grinch wears. It was like one of those ones, those football ones with the yarn ball on the end of it. It was about 2 feet long.
Yeah.
He handed it back to me like it was a baggie. I said, "What the hell's going on here?" Open up. He took a dump in it.
Think about
He was
that.
he was probably in the 7th grade.
12. What would you? I would have a 12-year-old incarcerated that did that.
Sylvia?
Yes.
Hey, I admit it's pretty funny. What's up there?
Well, I was with this guy about 2 days ago, and up until that point, I still believe that I'm a virgin, but I'm not sure. He kind of, I think, as far as he got into me was the tip of his penis.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure, and I asked him how far he got in, and he said he wasn't sure. So
oh, that must have been a great the sex must have been incredible.
Well, there was nothing really.
I see.
Did he ejaculate?
I wasn't prepared for it, and I told him that I wasn't going to.
Did he ejaculate?
I don't know. I know he pre-came.
Yeah.
But that was before. He was outside. He was not in.
This sounds like I'm just hearing violins when I'm looking at a candelabra in the distance. This sounds like a beautiful night of lovemaking. He pre-came. I asked him how far he got in. He wasn't sure. Then he tripped over and knocked a halogen light over and caught the curtains on fire. Hey, Sylvia?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just how you dreamt it would be, right?
Oh, yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
So what's the question?
So there was no blood. I went to the bathroom, and there was just, like, I don't know, a couple of bloods.
You're 21. You shouldn't have any bleeding at that point.
Well,
why are you still a virgin at 21?
Why? I haven't met that person who I want to really
I
be
see.
with.
All right, hold on a second, Sylvia.
Okay.
We got to take a quick break. There's something going on with her. I can't quite figure it out yet, but 21 virgin, pre-cum, got in. Oh, boy. We'll be back after this.
LoveLine. We'll be right back. Call on the 1-800-LOVE-191.
These are the sounds of today's kids. And these are the voices of today's kids.
Don't underestimate me. I can work harder in school.
Give me a problem that's hard to solve.
Give me tougher work. Give me tougher books. When I solve a tough problem, I'm on top of the world.
Surprised? Don't be. 74% of kids say school should only pass them to the next grade when they've learned what's expected of them.
I'm not afraid to fail.
If I make a mistake, I'll do better next time.
75% of kids say they'd study harder if their schools gave them tougher tests. The fact is, almost all kids want to be challenged in school. So listen to the voices of kids today.
Challenge me.
Challenge me. Challenge me.
Do your part. Support higher academic achievement in your state and challenge our schools to challenge our kids. For a free booklet, call 1-800-38-BE-SMART. A message from the Ad Council and the Education Excellence Partnership.
Taking all that work home?
No, this is my own stuff. I've got a date with a financial planner.
You're only 25. Why are you planning for retirement already?
Hey, I want to be able to choose when I retire and know that I'll be financially secure when I do.
I've heard lots of people call themselves financial planners, but aren't they really trying to get you to invest in their favorite fund? Like they're selling size 20 shoes so everyone gets a hello Bigfoot.
Half this stuff is my bank statements, company insurance policies, tax returns. The planner's going to know a lot about me before recommending anything. The rest is background information I've collected on her and 2 other planners. If she passes tonight's round, she gets my papers.
Securing your financial future is important. You have a right to expect financial advice that's competent, ethical, and based on your needs. To verify that a planner is certified, call toll-free 888-CFP-MARK. A public service of the Certified Financial Planner Board of Standards.
Hey, driving fans! It may have happened to you. You may have heard the roar of the rumble strips, the blast of car and truck horns, and the heart-pounding fear of a near miss. Avoid all the dangerous crash action that comes with falling asleep at the wheel. Experience the amazing power nap. You've never seen power like this before. The Power Nap. Find out what the professional drivers have been doing for years. The Power Nap gives you the energy you need for the road ahead, and it's free. Whether you're driving to the shore with your family, to another city to meet a client, to school across the state, or anywhere there's action. The Power Nap is your ticket to revitalization. Experience the Power Nap at a rest stop near you. Just pull in, find a safe, well-lighted spot to park, turn off the key, and close your eyes. In just 20 to 30 minutes, you'll have the energy you need to drive safely for miles. So don't push it, park it, and feel the power of the Power Nap. A wake-up call to all drivers from the U.S. Department of Transportation and the American Trucking Association.
It's nearly 6 a.m. and we're at a rest stop talking to travelers. Excuse me? Yes. Have you ever heard of circadian rhythms?
It's like a Latin band, right?
Not quite. Do you know what circadian rhythms are?
It's when the stars all align and their energy creates...
No. How about you, sir? Huh? Circadian rhythms. Exactly. Circadian rhythms tell your body when it should be sleeping as well as when it should be awake. Huh? Circadian rhythms are part of our body's internal controls, a kind of built-in clock that tells us when to wake up and when to go to sleep each day. Imagine the danger that comes when we try to drive when our body thinks we should be sleeping, especially at night, early morning, and for many people, mid-afternoon. You really should try to avoid driving during your body's downtimes. If you have to drive when you'd normally be sleeping and you find yourself getting drowsy, stop for a refreshing 20 to 30-minute nap. Now what would you say when I say circadian rhythms?
I'd say, don't push it, park it.
Right. A wake-up call from the U.S. Department of Transportation and the American Trucking Associations.
Oh, come on, have a drink.
No thanks.
Just one little drink.
I don't want to.
Chicken, everyone else is.
I said no.
What a nerd. One little drink won't kill you.
You've heard it all before. Be cool. Join the crowd. Have a drink even though you're not 21.
Let's go. She's no fun.
Make the right choice. Don't give in. Underage drinking is dumb and dangerous.
Look out!
A public service message from the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Hi, this is Todd Rundgren. I want to take a minute and talk about unsafe sex. Don't do it. If you're going to have sex, use a latex condom. You have enough to worry about in your life, and you don't need a sexually transmitted disease. Using a condom shows you're smart. So use a latex condom to help reduce the risk each time, every time.
Brought to you by Westwood One and Trojan, America's #1 condom. Trusted for over 80 years.
Yeah, LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. Is that Drew over there? Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. All right, where were we?
We're burning through some calls, right?
That's right. We're going to burn through some calls.
Sylvia.
Yeah.
So, you had sex for the first time.
No, I didn't.
Right.
His,
We
wait.
were about to, but
Wait. He put his penis inside your vagina.
no.
He didn't do that.
He put the tip. He was about to put his.
He put the tip inside your vagina.
Mhm.
Okay, that's enough to get pregnant.
That's it.
That's enough.
Let me tell you something. Like, your vagina is an end zone, and that tip is a football. You understand? You break the plane, and the ref holds his hands over his head. Touchdown. Even if you get knocked back to the 2-yard line, still a touchdown.
Right.
Broke the plane.
It's like those didn't Star Trek that have those sort of
Now he's
prisons?
He's going for 2.
Prison walls.
Yeah.
They'd be like force fields.
There you go. Hey, let me tell you, the phoniest thing about Star Trek is not them traveling through time or Klingons or any of that. It's the way those pocket doors work so effortlessly. You see the way those things work? Pocket door. See how far you get it without the thing jamming up in the carpet or getting stuck somewhere. The handle snapping off in your hand. Sylvia?
Yeah. So.
All right. So you're not a virgin anymore.
So wait, I've never. Am I not supposed to bleed then?
Correct. At 21, you probably wouldn't bleed.
And my husband's not. It's not intact.
Nah, it's long gone.
Probably not there anymore.
It went out with culottes in the 70s, baby.
Okay. So how late can I take the after morning pill or whatever you call it?
72 hours.
72.
Yeah.
So I can still take it now.
Yeah, you should take it.
Okay.
Definitely do it. If there's pre-com and the penis gets near your vagina,
it
is worth doing.
Are you a religious person?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, my dad is, and I have been, but now I'm trying to kind of break out of that mold. So
All right.
I've been.
Well, good luck embracing Satan in your new lifestyle.
Well,
Just make sure you take care of yourself. That's all.
All right?
Okay, thank you.
All right. You got to get hip now, Sylvia. 21 years old. You're having sex. If the guy's leaking.
Very romantic. Very.
Angela.
Yeah.
You're 17?
Yep.
What's up?
Okay, so not too long ago, I had sex for the first time, like our friend Sylvia.
Uh-huh.
But it was actually sex. And
Ooh.
both
See,
of us.
women have those claws.
No.
Yeah. All right.
Anyways, it was his first time also. It's somebody that I'm very close to, like, been together for, like, a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's both our first times, but we had been drinking that night.
Uh-huh.
And, like, we had sex for a really long time, for about, like, an hour, and he never came.
Yeah. First time an hour, huh?
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
Nice. Yeah. And did you enjoy it?
Oh, sure.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah. I was,
Drew refuses to believe that.
On a first time?
You know, I didn't think it was going to be like that either, but I think since it was just so spontaneous.
Well, yeah.
Wait.
It wasn't like, you know, this big build-up. It just kinda happened.
So it was good. It was enjoyable.
Well, this is a guy you'd been with for a while, right?
Yeah.
And you're in love with him? Oh.
I don't know.
All right.
Good enough. You're
Good enough.
17. You can make. No. All right. Fair enough.
All right.
So what's the question? Why? Because it took him so long?
No, it never happened.
Well, some guys that they have difficulty that way. Is he on medication?
Not that I know of.
And some guys, when they're anxious, this happens. And the first time is in many guys, and probably most guys, have some sort of dysfunction the first 1 or 2 times out.
Because I figured it might have been because we were drinking, but then
That's part of it. But again, first time out, most guys have something go wrong.
All bets are off.
They're too anxious.
Something's not going to go the way you'd like it to go. It could go this way. It could go the other
South,
way,
north.
which is worse.
Yeah.
Better he does it this way.
And you enjoyed it. You like him. At least you're maybe in love with it, maybe not. That's fine. You're fine.
Don't take it.
Story.
What's that?
That's a whole different story.
All right, but keep in mind, if you're a little more attractive, he would have ejaculated.
Oh, God,
no.
he's making a point that has nothing to do with this.
No, I've seen pictures, Angela. I mean,
I'm sure.
Yes. Okay. So why don't you love him?
Because our relationship is too tumultuous for me to make.
Why?
Why? We just have personality clashing issues.
Such as? Give me an example.
Such as we can really annoy each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we like to do different things. Like, I don't know, but...
Like relationship made in heaven already.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm aware of that. That's why I don't fool myself.
Why do people want to...
Wow. Where's your dad?
At his house.
Yeah. Your folks got divorced early?
Yeah, but...
And you, got a lot of reality injected into your life at an early age?
Definitely.
Yeah. You sound like a 17-year-old. There's a lot of reality.
Yet she didn't go in a trajectory with it.
No, she didn't spin out,
yeah.
but she's 17 and she sounds... I thought she was... Jamie Lee Curtis had called the show. Like a woman in her early 40s. It's like, hey, when you've loved and lost as many times as I have.
Yeah.
You stop getting your hopes up. It's like, she's 17. It's like, I'm with this guy. Yeah, it's okay. Well, we got our problems. Like any young couple. It's like, I know that I'm talking to someone where mommy and daddy got divorced when she was 5, and they sat her down and had a conversation.
Yeah.
Mommy's a royal pain in the ass.
Yeah.
And daddy's banging his secretary. And mommy and daddy, now we still love you, but mommy and dad don't love each other. Honey, what's the opposite of love? Yes, they hate each other. But she got a strong dose of reality
early
as it pertains to relationships. Angela?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess.
How old were you when they got divorced?
Really, I was in, kindergarten.
5.
But, I mean, I think that's...
Wait, let's pay a little homage to Adam.
Yeah, that's what I love about our listeners.
Yeah.
I can say, remember the time I was like, listen, your boyfriend who has that job at the batting cage is not going to amount to anything. And she's like, yeah, he's working at Buddy's Bataway. Anyway, and I'm like, honey, I guess your boyfriend had a job at a batting cage?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Anyway, let's get to my problem.
That was wild. Remember that?
Yeah, it was crazy. But the point is there was no acknowledgement of all of it.
It's the same thing here.
So I guess she was 5. But it's great. Yeah, you're 5 when you're in kindergarten, but she would never say I was 5. My parents got divorced. She'd say I was in kindergarten. Right.
Wow.
Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Angela?
Yeah.
All right.
So you're 5.
And
parents sit you down and talk to you about it?
No, they just would kind of decide who you want to live with, and it'll be fine with both of us.
Let me say something. To
say to a 5-year-old?
Say that to a 5-year-old is bizarre.
My answer would be the Easter Bunny.
Yeah, that is positively wild. Like, hey, Angela, who you want to live with? Honey?
Yeah.
5-year-old. Think about what a 5-year-old is, Angela. Think how bizarre that is.
Yeah.
All right, so you were asked to grow up early.
I suppose.
Yeah, you sound like it.
Yeah, well, it's kind of late, too.
Okay, baby.
No, you didn't say you sounded tired.
You going off to one of those lesbian colleges up north or something?
Actually, not even close.
Where are you from?
I'm from L.A.
Where are you going? You going somewhere?
Yeah, I'm going to Santa Barbara.
Oh, that's turning into a lesbian college over there.
No.
The Gauchos. Come on, Gaucho.
Woohoo.
But listen, she's never leaving.
Yeah, you're not leaving. Have fun in Santa Barbara.
I will.
Memorize the streets over there because you ain't going anywhere. You're never coming back. I swear to God, you'll put on a pair of Birkenstocks and some cutoffs, and you'll never come back.
You'll set your stereo up outside.
Every one of my friends who went over there, their parents threw $50,000 into an education, and then they got a job at a surf shop over there, and that was it. Never came back. Never came back. I don't blame them.
We met up there and spoke, remember?
Yeah.
Listen, we almost didn't come back.
I rode a motorcycle in the rain to Santa Barbara. It never stopped raining. The entire trip. I got on the freeway in L.A., and it poured rain all night. to stay with my buddy Carl. It was going to school in San Francisco. It was the middle of winter. I rode my motorcycle like an idiot, and it was pouring rain the entire time. And at a certain point, I was so freezing, I whizzed my pants. I was so completely soaking wet. And when you're going 70 miles an hour and it's raining hard,
why not?
The water feels like you're being sandblasted.
Yeah.
I mean, it hurts. I mean, it stings when it hits you. I mean, I had a jacket and jeans on and everything.
No
but
helmet?
It hits you in the hands. I had a helmet on, but I didn't have like a face mask or whatever. And it was painful. And and it was the dead of winter.
Why'd you go 45?
It was on the freeway. There's only one way to get there. You know, you got to get on the 101. And I was freezing, and I said, listen, I got to whiz in my pants because I'm freezing. I'm going to die. I mean, I was dying. It was the middle of the winter. I don't know what it wasn't. It probably wasn't raining when I got on the freeway in L.A., but I swear to Christ, Dan, by the time I got to Encino, it started raining, and it just poured all the way. It was pouring when I got at this guy's doorstep in Isla Vista an hour and 45 minutes later, and it was teeming, and I was a block of ice when I showed up at his house, and I'd whiz in my pants. So, how many guys, hey, you haven't lived, have you been going 65 miles an hour on a motorcycle and just letting loose? Just right in your pants. It's all over the seat. It was raining so hard, I was so wet. It wouldn't even make a difference.
That's what we figured, I'm sure.
Michael?
Oh.
Jeez, I forgot about that.
No kidding.
It's got to go in my book.
Oh.
Michael, you're 34. What's up?
Hey, Adam. Hey, Dr. Drew.
You ever whiz in your pants when you're on your motorcycle?
I can't say that I have.
Well, you haven't lived then, brother.
I guess I haven't lived. Hey, I'm married, been married 3 years, and I was suffering from depression, and so it was actually quite bad. I had all the classic symptoms, couldn't sleep, wasn't having great sex because I couldn't have erections, no interest in sex. So my doctor put me on Effexor XR, which I strongly recommend. It turned my life around. I'm very happy now. I'm definitely not thinking about killing myself anymore. I'm happy with life, my job, my wife, etc. The only issue is, as far as sex is concerned.
Yeah, I'm getting that vibe, too. How's the gay thing going? You don't... Huh?
I didn't hear you.
You ever think about guys?
Can't say that I have.
Go ahead. So so the Effexor is working, and?
So I'm pretty happy with the Effexor. And as far as the sex is concerned, it's kind of hard to describe, but in essence,
yucky.
It takes a long time to have an orgasm. So I can come, but it takes a real long time. And
well, listen, if I was with a guy, it would take me a long time.
That's the Effexor.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and so I guess most people would think it's pretty cool to be able to last a long time.
No, most people, when there's sexual dysfunction from these medications, it's a pretty uncool thing. It's usually, and men often associated with decreased desire also.
Yeah.
So one of the things they can do, pretty much all the antidepressants have a similar rate of efficacy. It's more in terms of how you select it based on the symptoms and the side effects. And venlafaxine or Effexor is a good one, and sometimes they can add Wellbutrin to it as a way of helping with the sexual dysfunction. Some people might add Viagra, but a more effective thing to do if you really are worried about this particular issue in terms of your sexual functioning.
Add a mustache and a leather vest with no shirt.
Switch to Cerazone or Remeron.
Yeah, and that, come to think of it, my doctor, I'm actually having problems sleeping at night still. The Effexor, it's really great because it stimulates my mind during the day. It makes it easy for me to pay attention to my work, and I just generally focus very well.
What drug did you say you were on?
Effexor.
Shut up, you idiot. What was it again, Michael?
Effexor XR.
Ooh.
And like I was saying, I can concentrate very well, but that same ability to concentrate makes me stay awake a lot at night.
Well.
So he put me on a...
What do you do for a living? Some sort of design?
No. I work
for the area.
high-tech firm.
You do what?
I work for a high-tech firm.
Designing things?
No.
He put you on what?
He put me on Trazodone, he put me on Elavil, and now I'm on Remeron. And he said that the Remeron at night would actually mitigate the sexual side effects. And
that is true. Then the strange thing about Remeron is the lower doses are associated with the sleep induction.
It wasn't Remeron what the old miner yelled in Blazing Saddles whenever they were at a rally? You know, the guy out in the audience, Remeron!
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What was that he would yell? You guys know what I'm talking about? Hey, it's like a, you got to watch Blazing Saddles, old drunk miner out in the audience.
With one eye going the other way, right?
Yeah, and he'd be out in the audience, and someone would be giving a speech up on the podium, and he'd go, Remeron!
Yeah.
I think it was Remeron. Jay?
Sleeping.
He's been on hold for 54 minutes? Maybe he is. Let's hear. We haven't had anyone snore for a while, though. That's always my favorite part of the show.
Yeah.
Jay? Oh, I can hear him breathing.
Yeah. Hear him?
Yeah.
That's him there.
All right.
Jay. There he is. No.
All right. Well, put him on hold. No greater compliment can be paid to the host of a show. Then, what is it? What is it? About 1/3, or am I being too generous? Half the people we come to are sleeping. Hey, listen. If anyone is listening to LoveLine in their car, pull over.
Watch out.
I don't want you nodding off and crossing the center line. David?
Yeah?
You're 17?
Yeah, that's right.
What's up?
Okay, first of all, I say, Dr. Drew, Adam, you guys are great. I love you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks. And I've been trying to get through for like 3 months. But anyways, my question is for Dr. Drew.
Yeah.
And it's about testicular cancer.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lump in my right testicle, and it's I don't have one on my left. So, I'm afraid I think I might have testicular cancer.
Have you anybody to check it out?
No, I haven't because I'm kind of like ashamed or, to speak to anyone else.
Why?
Well, it's just kind of scary,
Yeah, it's scary. I understand that. Do you have a family doctor?
No, I don't.
I mean, that would be the place to start, just a generalist.
Well, do you have any kind of health plan?
Well, I have medical insurance. I don't have, like, my own.
All right. Well, go to the doctor.
You need to find somebody. But listen, let me tell you the characteristics of anything you should be concerned with. It's very normal to have, not worrisome to have extra things in there that are smooth or round.
Okay.
Or even things that are kind of like a bag of worms.
Oof.
That's normal.
Well, that's actually worms.
But if that's worms.
Right.
But if there's a pebble or a rock or anything solid in there with an irregular hard surface, that's the time to get concerned. What?
My hand hurts.
From what?
I don't know. Too much construction, too much boxing, and it's just hurting. It's starting to it's numb.
You're getting carpal tunnel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since your operation. You're not left-handed, are you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Just like dreading life. I don't know. My hand was just thumping while this guy was talking about his nutsack, so. Jill?
Yeah.
You're 17?
Yeah. Well, today I'm turning 17, yeah.
I see.
Um,
Happy birthday.
Thanks.
Hey, you want me to come by and fart up the house?
I was listening to that last night, and I could not stop laughing.
Yeah, it's a Corolla family tradition. Someone's birthday, I fart them out of the room.
Out of the room?
Some folks buy presents. Other people take you out for a meal. I fart you up.
Well, I appreciate that if you would come here and do that.
Yeah, where are you living?
Damascus, Maryland. It's about 40 minutes outside of D.C.
No, I could probably be in D.C. in 7 hours.
Oh, okay.
Take a cab out to Damascus.
I'm actually going to be out there
Fart the place up.
next week. I'll be out in D.C.
Yeah, it's a little cow town, so I don't know if anybody...
I'll tell you what. I'll break Wynn into a Ziploc bag. Drew will bring it with him and drop it off. Stuff it to the mail slot at the
and
front
it will
door.
be good, too.
Yeah.
There's no decay on it.
Point. All right, Joe. Go ahead, baby.
Okay, I've been taking Vibrant. I don't know if you guys heard of that.
That's just caffeine.
Pill? Yeah. Well, I'm a senior this year, and I started taking it in 9th grade for exams.
Taking what?
Like, I started taking it for exams, like,
Right.
To stay up to be able to study.
Yeah, I started taking pot for exams. A little bit different.
But, so, like, I would take that to, stay awake. And then last year, I kept on taking it until 10th grade, and at the end of 10th grade, I started being kind of dependent on it. I'm a cheerful person anyways, but on this, it makes me feel even better. And I was wondering if there's, like, any possible interaction with, like, alcohol or anything, because I kind of party sometimes, so.
Yeah. Anyone in your family a drinker?
Not really. Like, we don't have any alcoholism in our family.
Yeah.
What's your ethnic background?
Caucasian.
From where are your ancestors from?
like Germany, I think.
Germany? All of them?
Something. No, we have like a lot of stuff in our family.
Any Russians?
No.
No. Yeah, you're all right.
No, I'm not getting beat by my mom or anything.
No, that's true. Yeah. Listen, what are the big boozers? American Indians. Forget it.
North American Indians, Irish, Scottish.
I have none of that.
Yeah. Would you say what's worse, Irish, Scottish, or Russian?
I have no clue.
Probably.
I'm going with Russian.
Well, Russian.
I think Irish and Scottish guys seem to be able to handle their booze. It's like they. Hey, listen. Remember when we were? Ron Jeremy was in here.
Okay.
Okay. And I was talking to him about Frank James.
Yeah.
Porn star.
Okay.
Buddy liked some of his work, some of his earlier work.
All right.
And remember he said, oh, yeah, Frank James, yeah, he was like half Cherokee or Chippewa or something. Yeah. And, when he drank, he'd go nuts.
Yeah, I remember saying that.
So here's what I'm saying. American Indian, not only do you got a booze problem, but you go nuts.
Right.
Now, I know some Irish guys who like to drink. They drink too much. They don't go nuts.
Right.
They're like used to being drunk.
Right.
The whole country's drunk. They're like used to it over there.
Mm-hmm.
They start them early. I don't. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
There's a difference. Like they don't black out and go nuts.
Yep.
They just get drunk.
Yep.
They're not great guys when they're drunk, but they seem to have some sort of tolerance for it.
There's more of a toxic quality sometimes to the North American Indian reaction.
I think I would go. Here's how I'd put them. I go North American Indian worst. Scottish worse than Russian.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's my question for you, Drew. You're gonna sit in a room with a drunk guy.
Yeah.
You'd rather go Scottish than
Russian.
Scottish and Russian.
I would take Irish over.
I go Irish over Indian.
Yeah.
Where do you put the Jews?
They don't drink.
No, they're doing
speed and opiates.
They're doing opiates in the next room. Yeah. Now, I'd rather be in with the Irish guy. The Scottish. I'd rather be in first off, Irish and Scottish, same thing to me. I don't know the difference between the mix and the lassies or whatever they are. I don't know they're the same bunch of idiots. They prance around. They all got they smoke those long pipes. They have those big red sideburns.
Dance their toes.
They
long
big
shoes.
the big buckles on their shoes, and they hit people with shillelaghs. They're all the same guy.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. The point is you would rather be in the room with the Scottish guy than the Russian guy. No, you wouldn't. A Russian guy, he'd kick your ass. He'd get all surly. He'd rape you.
Yeah, but I'm not sure how much that is biology. So.
Okay. We'll take a little break. When we come back, we'll talk to David. He had sex with another girl and wants to know how to tell his girlfriend after this.
LoveLine. 1-800-LOVE-191. We'll be right back.
Visit the Army Reserve Job Bank at GoArmyReserve.com and hear about jobs in medicine, aviation, or telecommunications. The Army Reserve Job Bank has many jobs in your area. Just plug in your zip code and you'll find listings for everything from PCs to MPs. Serve as little as 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks a year. Learn skills that can help in college or a career. Sound good? It is. Visit the Army Reserve Job Bank at GoArmyReserve.com. Paid for by the U.S. Army Reserve.
To make this commercial more believable, I'm joined today by several real, I stress real, Geico Auto Insurance customers. Warren Foster, Karen Ellis, and Robin Kaspar. I wish we had time to talk, but this is a 30-second radio commercial. So, people, if you saved money with Geico, just nod your heads. And they're nodding. You could join the millions who nod too. In 15 minutes, you could save 15% or more. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. 1-800-947-AUTO. Geico Direct, the sensible alternative.
Hi, I'm Serenity, and these are my friends, Missy and Stephanie.
You know, a lot of things happen to us every day that we have no control over.
But HIV and other sexually transmitted diseases aren't things that just happen to you. You do have a choice.
You can choose to use a condom, have safe sex, and take control of your life.
Asking for a condom isn't stupid. It's smart. It shows that you care about yourself and your partner.
You can do something about sexually transmitted diseases.
Use a condom.
Every partner.
Every time.
We do.
A message brought to you by Wicked Pictures and AIDS Project Los Angeles.
Oh, come on, have a drink.
No thanks.
Just one little drink.
I don't want to.
Chicken, everyone else is.
I said no.
What a nerd. One little drink won't kill you.
You've heard it all before. Be cool. Join the crowd. Have a drink even though you're not 21.
Let's go. She's no fun.
Make the right choice. Don't give in. Underage drinking is dumb and dangerous.
Look out!
A public service message from the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Somewhere in our community is a mother whose drug abuse once left her unable to care for her kids. There's a father, too, whose alcohol use drove his wife and children away. There's a boyfriend whose drug use frightened his girlfriend into giving him an ultimatum: get help or I'm gone. Help is available. It's in the form of treatment programs for drug abuse and alcohol problems, and the good news is that these programs are making a big difference in people's lives. With proper treatment, mothers and fathers, sweethearts and coworkers, friends and neighbors are overcoming drug and alcohol problems and reclaiming their lives. Isn't it great that treatment works? To find out about drug and alcohol treatment programs that can help, call 1-800-662-HELP. That's 1-800-662-HELP. There is help, and it works. A public service of this station and the Center for Substance Abuse Treatment.
Dad, I don't think our campfire's totally out.
Are you kidding me? I know when a campfire's out.
Did you drown the fire with water and stir it with a stick?
No, it's out. We don't have to. Who said that? Frank, it's a talking moose with sunglasses. And a bunch of singing and dancing forest animals.
We know we can count on you to do what Smokey says.
And when your folks desire to build a fire, clear brush and branches away, and keep water nearby like you oughta.
Okay, I poured water on the fire. I stirred it with a stick. Everybody walked slowly toward the RV.
Dad, these are just Smokey's friends.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Frank, it's Smokey. Nice hat, Smokey. Want the rest of my peanut butter sandwich?
Dad!
Visit Smokey at www.smokeybear.com. Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, the National Association of State Foresters, and the Ad Council.
Yep, LoveLine. And Corolla, Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191.
Why do so many of our callers seem shocked when I ask why?
Why?
I mean,
Why?
notice that tonight I asked I asked questions like, oh, the girl says I'm giving blowjobs to all my male friends, and I say, why? It's like, why?
Right.
Huh?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Well, I think they just want you to provide an answer, not question their activities.
Yeah.
But you guys can all stop and ask yourself why once in a while. David?
Yeah.
16?
Yep.
What's up, partner?
Well, I was at a Labor Day party, and I got really drunk and had sex with this girl. And now I don't know how to tell my girlfriend about it.
Yeah. How old's your girlfriend?
She's 16, too.
Mm-hmm. Who's the girl you had sex with?
Just this random girl I hooked up with at the party. But the thing is...
Did she go to your school?
Yeah.
Does your girlfriend go to your school?
No.
Oh, that's good. How'd you swing that one? How'd you get the transfer?
She's, I don't know, she just lives around me, and, you know.
How long have you been dating your girlfriend?
About a year.
Why doesn't your girlfriend go to your school?
'Cause she lives in a different school district.
How'd you meet her, I think is a better question.
Oh, I met her at, through a mutual friend.
All right.
Do you still have your girlfriend? Do you want to stay with her?
Well, yeah, I really like the other girl, but the problem with the other girl is she has, like, a bunch of issues. And I
what?
don't know. Well, the biggest one is she has a butthole the size of a mason.
But this isn't the
guy. This isn't the guy, no. Are you from Tucson?
No, I just heard it, and I had to, I had to get...
Throw your hand, your...
But it's been so long.
I know. None of my friends believe me that this guy exists, and I just had to...
I know, he's got a distinct, an unmistakable voice, too. I know it the second he opens his mouth.
Yeah, Drew does. I don't. This is a guy, and it's not David over here. There's a guy, he hasn't called in the show for a long time. Actually, I did see him in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him in Tucson. He's the exact he is he's what you would picture a guy who spends a lot of time trying to break through to radio shows late night to say the phrase "butthole the size of a mason jar." Sort of schlubby, ain't getting laid. Let me tell you something about guys who get laid. They don't do the crank calls. They're too busy getting laid or talking about. Sorry, Dave. But this guy, the guy with the windbreaker and the greasy hair and hair parted to the side and sort of the mess kind of guy. But he used to call the show all the time. He'd start with whatever problem he started with.
Sometimes very elaborate.
Very elaborate.
Yeah.
He'd suck us in, and then he'd end with a hole the size of a mason jar, which was good. Now, he doesn't call up anymore, and I guess because Drew really recognizes the guy's voice even when he tries to disguise it.
Yeah, I remember the last time he called.
It was like 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, probably at least.
But
Wow.
but David has picked up the torch.
The baton.
All right. Well, thanks for that, David.
Oh, and Adam,
Yeah.
great gas last night.
Oh,
David, please.
David, if you
You can't imagine.
listen to me, listen, all of you, listen to me. What goes on in this room? It sure as hell ain't radio, and none of the theatrics that are involved with any of this are radio. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I mean, when
Oh,
when Drew's out of the room, he's out of the room.
Oh, no kidding.
When Drew's
People don't realize.
lighting matches, he's lighting matches. I mean, people say sometimes you say, "Did this actually go down? Did that actually go down?" It's more than what you hear on the radio. Oh, Jesus Christ. I just dumped acid all over. There you go.
When I examined the schlong.
Right. Whatever goes on, goes on.
What people don't realize about last night is, did I not take like a 20-foot cord and sit out in the hall for most of the show?
On a trash can.
Yeah, on a trash can. Turn over a trash can.
Yep. All right. Jared? Yeah. You're 16? What's up?
Okay, the first time me and my girlfriend tried to have sex, she said it felt like she was being stabbed.
Nice.
Have you
Yeah.
tried since?
Huh?
Have you tried since?
Oh, yeah, but every time we do, she's like, ah.
So it wasn't just the first time you tried. Every time you tried, that's the feeling.
Oh, yeah.
That is her body probably telling you she's really not ready for this. How old is she?
15. She's
16.
kind of little, though.
15.
Well, it's usually not anatomic size or sort of disproportion between you and her so much as spasm of the muscles down there that occur in settings where she's anxious.
You smoke
nervous.
a lot of weed, Jared?
No, not lately.
What do you mean?
Like,
Not today.
The past 2 months.
Really? Why not?
Because I got tired of it.
All right.
It stopped working.
No, it didn't stop working. It's just like whenever I did it, I felt really dry. And I was like, this sucks.
Right. All right, good. You on to something bigger and better?
Yeah, it's cool.
Are you on to other drugs?
No.
All right,
Cool.
good.
Good.
All right, what about some lubrication, Drew?
You could try that, but I just don't think she's ready.
Yeah,
That's the
she's
message
15.
here.
All right, take it slow.
Yeah.
All right. Taylor.
Hi.
Hey, you're 16.
Yeah.
Hey, you sound cute.
Thanks.
Are you?
Yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh. I'm
Nice.
sitting here in my underwear.
Really? Me too.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, I watch the Man Show all the time.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hot.
I know.
Yeah.
And your little call collect commercials too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's
Wow, you turned me on.
part of what's made me literally a millionaire, literally. Mhm.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Question?
I could take you away from all of that, whatever it is that is for you.
Okay.
Okay. What's up?
I was wondering if the doctors can tell if you've had sex.
It's more they can tell if you haven't.
Yeah.
Because if there's a hymen there, that means you haven't.
You know, my sister got popped. She went in for just a routine examination when she was 15.
Mhm.
Turned out had a big puddle of semen in her belly button, and the doctor noticed that. And
Are you serious?
no,
Okay. You're a nerd. Okay, but like.
Anderson was right with me on that one. You were with me there, weren't you, Anderson? Yeah. People want to know if I can.
But like when I
How
go
dare
in
they?
for like when I go in for like a physical or whatever, like do they check that stuff?
Your belly button, yeah.
If you are sexually active, it is very important that you have a pelvic exam.
No, I'm not sexually active. I just have before.
Then it's important that you have a pelvic exam.
Well, listen, she did it once, right?
Yeah,
How many times?
that just once.
What's up? Is your family strict?
Well, my mom told me that if I'm gonna have sex to like use protection or whatever.
Yeah. So why are you so freaked out about it?
Well, because just like my mom don't know, so I don't want to be like.
I know, but your mom has been forward about it,
And
right?
what goes on between you and your doctor is strictly confidential.
That's right.
You
Oh,
just gotta-
really?
Absolutely.
It's right. It's between you, your doctor, the nursing staff, and what their friends.
Okay,
That's all.
That's
That is
cool.
all. And some of the people in the cafeteria. That is it. Do you understand me?
Yep.
It does not leave that hospital unless anyone you've talked to or that your doctor then talked to later leaves the hospital.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
All right.
All right, get that taken care of properly.
Maria?
Yeah.
Hey, you're 24.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Good. So you got my question there?
No,
No,
what
go
is
ahead.
it?
Okay, so my question is, I was wondering, well, I know when you get pregnant and you have your baby, your vagina opens up and it gets bigger. So
Hold on a second. Slow down. Slow down.
Okay.
What is this now? The vagina?
When you have your baby,
Yeah, I'm writing this down. Have the
your
baby.
hole gets bigger so that your baby can come back out.
Slow down.
Okay.
Slow
what
down.
gets
The hole gets bigger so the baby can come out,
Right.
right? Oh, hold on.
And then
Oh,
it shrinks
yeah.
back.
Oh, it goes back then.
Yes,
Yeah,
it does.
but now
Okay.
I'm wondering.
Hold on, let me ask a question about the asshole here, Drew. When you take a crap, it opens up, right?
And then it springs back.
Does it come back?
All the way back. Like magic.
I see. Same day?
Yeah.
Moments later or
usually
something?
Moments later.
Okay.
But we're not talking about a crap. We're talking about
No.
a baby.
No, I understand.
I mean, there's a big difference.
No, I know. My vagina's the size of a 50-gallon drum.
Oh, right.
All right, so anyway, it gets bigger, and then it closes up again after the kids come out, right?
Well, see, okay, well, this is what I'm wondering, because my boyfriend wants me to have a C-section instead of having the baby
All right.
because he's afraid of the size of the hole and not coming back to the regular size.
All right, hold on. Let me take a little quiz here, Drew. You're a gambling man?
Mm-hmm.
Third-year med student? Stripper. What do you go with?
Is that a spectrum, a scale?
Yeah. Which one are you going with?
Stripper end of the scale.
You heading towards stripper?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maria?
Yeah.
What do you do for a living?
What do I do? I'm a waitress.
Ooh, that's code for stripper.
No.
Actually, cocktail waitress is code for stripper.
No.
Yeah. What do you wear? Do you wear an outfit?
No, I work in a Mexican restaurant.
Uh-huh. That's code for stripper. And, yeah.
Stripper, wait, where are you guys getting stripper from?
I'm just getting it from your voice. You ever do any stripping?
No.
Okay.
No.
You just serve beer.
So, okay.
Okay, so the vagina opens up.
Yeah, so what is after you have the baby and you're opening, does it go back to
Well,
normal?
the first time you have a baby, you'll tear or you'll be cut.
Uh-huh.
They'll do a episiotomy and cut down the perineum
that.
so that you don't rip all the way through your rectum, which is
I know it's
which
not
is what
that
happened.
bad.
Well,
No.
that's what happened.
Hold on a second, Drew.
It's called a third-degree tear.
Hold on.
That's what happens if they don't cut you with the scissors down the
Hold-
perineum.
Goodbye. Now hold on.
What?
My vulva hurts now. Listen to me.
Yeah.
Not you, Maria. I want Drew to listen to me. What percentage? Now think hard here. Of first-time pregnancies
Tear?
or they cut.
100%.
They cut every one of them.
No,
not every one of them.
Probably 80, 90%.
A very high percentage.
Very high because they're going to cut it before it tears because the tears are awful. to
I know,
repair.
but can't they figure that out or something?
Yeah, you do a C-section. That's the only way to.
All right, well, that's what my boyfriend wants me to do.
But again, after you cut through there, you sew it all back up again, and, it
you
tends
put
to
an
all
extra
come-
stitch in. And are you pregnant now?
No.
Okay, listen to me, you goofball. Your boyfriend is no genius, and neither are you. You two don't need to be having kids for quite a long time. You understand?
Right.
What's your boyfriend do for a living?
He's kind of in between jobs right now.
All right, there you go. So why even talk about it? You guys not going to be together in 4 months anyway.
Well, okay, but the question is, and I've heard this from other people, that there's definitely some people who have, given the ultimatum to their spouse or their couple because of this issue. And so I'm just wondering...
What's the ultimatum they've given?
That they don't want to be with them, or that, they have to have a C-section, which is basically what he's saying to me, is that I'm going to have a C-section if if we want to even like discuss the whole kid thing.
Right. For A, it's between you and the doctor.
Right.
B, that should be sort of a threshold position that if a guy passes, you immediately dump him.
All right.
Yeah, that's what's called a deal breaker. It's when someone's showing their hand.
Yeah.
That's when you're supposed to hear a little voice inside your head saying, "This may not make a great daddy."
Yeah. This guy's an asshole.
understand
Four
that,
assholes.
but-
Right.
I mean, what the scientific facts of,
Scientific fact is this is the way you're designed as a human being. Things go back pretty much to normal.
All righty then.
Let's take a break. I'm disgusted.
Boyfriend. Hey, honey, I'm gonna dump you. Hey, your snatch gets all stretched out like a pair of slippers that got worn out in the rain or something, and there's no way we're getting back together. I'll ear hump you before I go back there. What am I supposed to do? Put some insulation around my Johnson before I go back in? Like a rapid, one of those things you put around the water heater or something before I go back in? No way. No way. I don't care what you look like in a bikini. You get in that C-section. You wear a one piece. I like you tight. And let me tell you, if I dip you and I don't feel nothing down there, I'm going in the backside. Because that's it.
That's that guy. That's that guy.
Your a-hole's my new vagina. Oh, yeah. I don't care if the kid's right there in the room. Hey, if the kid's tighter than you, I'll go there. Whatever it takes.
Even Andy's got disgusted by that one. She's been listening to this show for a long time, and you're last 2 nights you've.
It's a great dad. This guy's going to be. I see this guy's one of the in between jobs. Here's a guy. He's the kind of guy who drops his pants and you see a tan line from a thong back on his ass. That's the kind of guy I'm picturing. All right, we'll be back.
Hello, who's this?
This is LoveLine. 1-800-LOVE-191. LoveLine will be right back.
This is a story about American heroes. They changed quite a few lives last year. Jorge Vasquez put out fires, but no, he's not a firefighter. Philip Dale discovered several new stars. Oh, he's not an astronomer. And Elaine Capobianco, she saved a child from drowning, but she's not a lifeguard. They're teachers, but to the kids they've reached, they're heroes.
I'm a teacher. The children are the heroes.
We're not just teaching subject matter, we're teaching human beings.
I am tough as nails, but they know that I love them.
I mean, we've got a legacy that follows behind us forever.
Teachers have the power to make an impact on our future. California will need about 250,000 more of them in the next 10 years. Reach for that power. Teach. Call 1-888-CAL-TEACH now. A public service message brought to you by CalTeach, the Ad Council, and this station.
Okay, so I'm a teenager, right? And everyone's so quick to judge me. On the outside, I may look like... But on the inside, I'm all... Just because I look like... doesn't mean I act that way. In fact, I'm actually involved in crime prevention. That sounds more like this. It's really a great way to convince adults that while you may be looking, you're really thinking.
Call 1-800-722-TEENS to find out how to make your community a safer place for everyone. Get involved, get the number, and call 1-800-722-TEENS. A public service message from the Crime Prevention Coalition of America, the U.S. Department of Justice, and the Ad Council.
Evening, folks. I'm Vince.
And I'm Larry. We're the crash test dummies.
We'd like to entertain you with a little song. Only one thing.
We can't sing, but we're here with someone who can, with a song for the little ones. Ray?
Mr. Charles?
On the big highway of life, there's only one safe place for kids.
Backseat, baby.
The front seat's not the place to drop off. Put that booties in the backseat. Have bags and kids you never meet. I'm here to remind you to put them behind you.
Raymundo, do you mind if we try?
Oh, look at here.
Backseat, baby, better buckled in the back.
Backseat, baby.
Baby faces stay
as much as our day job.
Backseat, baby. To stay alive even when I drive.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your kids in the back seat. A message from the Department of Transportation and the Ad Council.
Dear Jim, I just wanted to tell you the things I love so much about you. Like your pasty white belly and how it fits in those tight shirts that my friends think you shouldn't be wearing. I love how you do that thing where you mash 4 slices of bread into a massive ball of dough and stuff it in your mouth. That's so adorable. And what about when you tell those same jokes from reruns that you've seen over and over again? They make me laugh every single time. Other guys play sports or go running or do something outside, but not you. You're different.
Guys, rest assured you will never in your life meet a girl like this.
P.S. I can't wait until we cuddle in front of pro wrestling all day this Saturday. I hear it's a steel cage Texas death match.
Get some exercise. Get up. Get out. A public service message brought to you by the Ad Council and the President's Council on Physical Fitness and Sports.
Figured that part out, yeah?
Yeah, well, a little of it. Hijinks. Hey, it's LoveLine, man. We're all over there, and let's get back to the phones. Chris?
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. Glad I got through to you. I didn't think I'd get through. Hot damn.
You're 28 years old. What's going on there, buddy?
Well, I was listening, and I heard that dumb girl calling before about worrying about her vagina.
How dare you question the intelligence of one of our LoveLine callers?
I mean, the waitress?
Oh, well, forgive me.
How dare you, sir?
My apologies.
All right.
So, nice young lady.
So what's up?
I just want to say, my wife and I have had 2 kids, and we're fairly normal and happy and everything. And her first kid was a C-section, and the second kid she delivered vaginally, and it was.
Hey, Chris.
I'll tell you.
Chris.
Pardon?
Chris.
Yeah.
What is up with
Hold still.
I'm sorry. I'm calling on the cell phone, and my reception is bad.
Oh, okay. So the vagina is the same as it ever was, right?
Well, it's a little. It seems not quite as tight as when 9 years ago when we first started.
Right.
But it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. No.
No big deal. But I think after after she delivered vaginally, they did the episiotomy, and then wham! I definitely felt the difference.
So,
what's your point, Chris?
You're making one hell of a point here.
Now that I think about it, I'm actually sorry because maybe she shouldn't even be breeding.
What is he talking about?
Is that a
what was
that? Is that a crank call or what? Now wait a minute. Who shouldn't be breeding?
Our caller.
His wife?
Our caller. The stupid caller.
Chris?
He was.
Yeah.
Make the point that you made to me.
What
earlier.
point are you making, Chris? So far, it sounded pretty good for a C-section.
Well, she had a C-section, the first kid.
Oh boy.
The second kid.
We got that all, Chris. We got that.
Okay.
What's your point?
Well, my point is that the girl ain't got nothing to worry about.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Boy. Hey, how'd you like Chris representing you as your attorney in like a murder trial? Your Honor, my client is innocent, or so he says.
Hey, he might have been there that night, but I don't think so.
Where were you on the night of June 27th? At home, sleeping? Serious?
Yes. Yeah.
Serious? Uh-huh. Really? You don't have any videotape or anything of that, do you? No? Oh, jeez, it's too bad. It'd be great if we had tape of that. Man, yeah, with the time date stamped in it. Oh, yeah. Anyway, my point is my client couldn't have committed this murder because
I said so.
Yeah, because geez, he seems like a pretty strong guy. Shouldn't be breeding. Yeah, we put this guy Chris on the line because we make a point about his wife having a couple of kids.
And having A strong vagina.
and a vagina not being any different than it was. And he starts off with the first one, a C-section. So there already it's not 2 kids. We're down to 1 kid. And then the second one was, well, she ain't snapping back like she was in high school, I'll tell you that. But, if I shift hard to the left, I think I can hit the side of it. He really makes a point. I'll tell you, there's never been. And by the way, here's something I've learned from doing this show: no points from the callers and no compliments from the callers. We had a caller on the line about 2 hours ago, and it said it was very rare, at least that makes it through our phone screening system. It says loves Adam, wants to know where he comes up with all the jokes. Remember that guy?
Yeah, JJ.
Ann came in and said, yeah, he's on a payphone, so we want to get to him soon. Came into JJ, he's like, who do you think's better, Engineer Mike or Engineer Anderson? That Anderson seems like he's going to buzz a gut over there. Anyway, I give the show a 5. All right. Okay, I get you off the phone now.
Seriously, it's so strange. People say, when I'm screening them, they say a whole different thing than when they actually get on the air, and I don't know if they get nervous. This guy made a great point about his wife having an episiotomy and how she feels the same, and he was very articulate.
No,
and then
he put somebody else on the phone.
I don't know what happened.
Switched off.
Yeah, he handed the phone to his drunken buddy who was so passed out on the passenger seat. All right. And what about the guy with all the compliments for me? What happened to him?
He dissed me, saying that Sherry sounded sexier.
Sherry sounded hot. I don't know about Anderson.
No, Sherry sounds better than Danielle.
Yeah,
Whatever.
And Mike sounded distracted. Oh, he didn't say anything about me, though. I want to know where my compliment. I was all ready to give him a list of my training background.
I'm like, go to him first. Go to him first.
Oh, he was great. I'll tell you, we struck gold once again. Eric?
Yeah, what's up?
You're 24.
Yeah.
Please make a point.
Okay, my point. Well,
Or question.
Or question.
A
nice clear question would be nice, too.
My thing is that when I ejaculate or when I'm with a girl, I'll come within 5 minutes, and I can go on maybe 4 or 5 times.
Wow.
Consecutively.
The room must be filled with sperm when you're done.
This is your definition of the male multi-orgasm, right?
Same no, not really. I guess a multi-orgasm would have been like one right after another.
Right, you have a little refractoriness, but still, this is Adam's definition.
Same boner, new jizz?
Yeah, same boner, keep going.
Same boner?
Yeah.
Same boner, 5 times?
Yeah.
Holy Christ. Your penis is possessed by Satan.
Anyways, my question is that
in his pants.
I have diabetes. Is this going to affect me in any way? And
you sure
thing I wanna
can.
know is I thought as I got older, I would be able to last longer. From when I was a teenager.
You're still young. That will come.
Yeah, you'll add about 15 seconds every 10 years.
Yeah. Here's the key to not having the diabetes affect your sexual functioning. Exquisite blood sugar control. Keep your blood sugar normal all the time.
How do you do that?
It's adjusting your medications. There's new medications that change the way insulin is utilized, things like Actos and the old Resulin-like medications, Avandia. And then taking your insulin 3-4 times a day, checking your sugar 3 times a day, and watching your diet carefully.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question about diabetes.
Yeah.
Why is it that, all right, you screw up too much, you got to get like stuff amputated, right? Why does this only happen to old black women?
It happens only to people that don't maintain, usually people that don't maintain tight control of their blood sugar or have periods of time in their life where they've just let it run.
You know what I'm talking about? What seems to happen to old black people? Old black women?
Well,
women.
It's diabetes, the damage.
Is it women? Is something with women?
Well, the problem with diabetes is it's a vasculopathy. It damages blood vessels, and that's what causes the breakdown of tissue.
There's some actress who lost her leg to diabetes. Some, it wasn't like Esther Roll or somebody like that. Someone like the mom from Good Times or something. What happens to old black women? Huh? Nothing?
If you say so. I
should be a doctor.
When people are overweight and insulin dependent, it makes it makes it difficult to control
that's
sugar.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that was it. Yeah. I'm trying to think of that actress was. Anderson? Nothing. Over here. I'm looking at Drew for an answer about something that's happened this century. Are you kidding me? Annika?
Hi.
You're 15.
Yeah.
What's up?
I just broke up. My boyfriend and I broke up in early July, and he
says that it was because he's only 16 too, and he wants to be with, you know, a bunch of other girls.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah. But we still want to be sexually active together.
No, he wants to be. You think if you do that, it means you'll still be together, which he won't. He'll go on and do his thing with other people.
No, I want to with him.
Why?
Because I don't know.
Because you like him.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy.
Well, this is going to bond you even tighter to him, and he's not going to be in this relationship.
Well, no, we've been friends for like...
Annika, don't get into this. He is not going to be with you. Even if he has sex with you, it does not mean he's going to be around.
It's not going to work. It's not going to work out for you, Annika.
This is that thinking that young ladies your age get, that somehow by having sex you're going to be bonded forever to him.
Well, no. The thinking is this. My boyfriend dumped me, but here's a chance for us to be together.
Yeah.
Once a week.
Yeah.
And it's like we're together. He's being nice. We're being intimate. We're together again. Then he leaves. And then he gets intimate with someone else. Doesn't work out. I wish someone would let me do that to him in high school. I really do.
Hello, this is your radio. LoveLine will be right back.
Remember what college cost in the early 80s?
Tuition?
Yeah, books, typewriter, room and board.
Well, yeah, a bundle.
Was it worth it?
Well, of course. Every penny.
And get this, now it's over twice what you paid.
Well, yeah, but I don't have to worry about my kids' college bills for another 15 years.
Well, if costs keep hiking up and up, you'll be shelling out more in just 1 year for each of your children than you spent on yourself for all 4 years of college.
Ouch! So what do I do?
Well, you better start saving today with U.S. savings bonds. They're easy to buy and afford and are guaranteed safe.
Yeah?
And savings bonds earn a treasury-based rate of interest right from the start.
Wow. Where do I find them?
At most banks. Or ask your employer about the payroll savings plan. But whatever you do, start saving now, or you'll be...
Rooting for a scholarship?
Exactly.
Mommy, can I have a drink of water?
Remember the last time you changed your motor oil? You let it flow down a storm drain. It found its way into our waters. So did that paint you tossed in the garbage, as well as those fertilizers you might have used a few too many of. If you think your actions have no effect on our waters, think again.
Thank you, Mommy.
You can help preserve our waters, not only for your sake, but for hers. Recycle used motor oil, dispose of paint and household toxins properly, practice composting, and use lawn and garden products sensibly. It's a small price to pay to preserve our greatest natural resource, and the reasons for doing so can be just as small.
Good night, Mommy.
Clean water. If we all do a little, we can do a lot. To find out how to help reclaim our waters, call 1-800-504-8484. That's 1-800-504-8484. Brought to you by the Natural Resources Defense Council, the Ad Council, and the EPA.
Oh, come on, have a drink.
No thanks.
Just one little drink.
I don't want to.
Chicken, everyone else is.
I said no.
What a nerd. One little drink won't kill you.
You've heard it all before. Be cool. Join the crowd. Have a drink, even though you're not 21.
Let's go. She's no fun.
Make the right choice. Don't give in. Underage drinking is dumb and dangerous.
Look out!
A public service message from the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
And now, Vince and Larry, the crash test dummies, with a lullaby.
Crumple, crumple, little car. When you crash, it's au revoir.
If on dumb luck you rely, through the windshield they will fly.
Keep your children off the streets. Put your kids in safety seats.
Crumple, crumple, little car. Don't be dummies like we are. Gee, Vince, I'm kind of sleepy now.
Okay, Larry, just crash anywhere.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your kids' safety belts. A message from the Department of Transportation and the Ad Council.
McGruff here at the airport with some tips that can help make your traveling safer. Pardon me, sir.
Hey, aren't you,
McGruff, the crime dog.
Yeah, I thought I recognized the pause.
Where do you keep your wallet?
My hip pocket.
Well, look over there at that man at the ticket counter.
So?
The guy behind him in line just bumped him.
Yeah?
And he could have picked his pocket while the man was talking to the ticket agent. Just like someone could have picked yours while you were looking over there.
Oh, gosh.
Put your wallet in your front pants pocket or your briefcase.
Yeah, really, sure.
Another thing, hold on to that laptop computer all the time. Don't put it down. It's too easy for someone to pick it up when you turn your head.
Oh, hey, you know, you're just full of good advice. Thanks, McGruff.
You're welcome. Just remember, keep your wallet in a safe place. Never leave your bags or valuables unattended, even for a minute. Do that and you'll be helping take a bite out of crime. You got it. A public service message from me, McGruff, the U.S. Department of Justice, the Crime Prevention Coalition, and the Ad Council.
Dad, can me and Olivia and you take me to the zoo?
Kids need dads when they're babies.
Daddy, can I tell you a secret? I think there's a monster under my bed.
When they're little, when they're teens, when they're young adults.
Dad, all my friends stay out till midnight.
But sadly, most kids don't have a dad to rely on.
Dad, I met the most amazing person the other day, and I was just wondering, how did you know that Mom was the one?
Because most dads spend less than 10 minutes a day with their kids.
Dad, should I invest in a CD or a mutual fund? And what do you think?
Being a dad is real simple. All it takes is time, and it takes a man to be a dad. Call 1-800-790-DADS for free, helpful information. A message from the National Fatherhood Initiative and the Ad Council.
Time, man. Hey! All right, Drew and I are just struggling with our mortality over here and trying to figure out the old Bill Cosby theme. So I'm going to do it real quick. Hicka-boom! 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 Ba-bum-ba-dum-ba! Hoo! Ba-bum-ba-dum-ba-dum-ba!
Hoo, Lord!
Ba-ba-dum-bum-ba-da! Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da! Ain't got no... Ba-bum-bum, ba-bum-ba-dum-ba-dum-ba. Hoo! Ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum-ba. Hoo, Lord! Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum. Gonna get me some braggots and some broads and some breezemizers and ha-ha-ha. Thank you. That was the old Bill Cosby Show. We're gonna take ourselves a nice 22-hour break. And until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo. My vulva hurts now.
This has been LoveLine. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for LoveLine is Ann Wilkins Ingold. LoveLine is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.